Hello again and welcome back to the little seaside town of Tullfors. Right now we're looking at the airport. I did a little change here by replacing the road plates with the new ones from Lego that is in dark bluish grey. I felt that it looked a little bit better not to have the stripes for the cyclists on the side of the runway. That was a little bit stupid actually for an airport. Also, doing it this way, I give the impression that there's more to it, because I have under the cargo plane there's two crossroads, so they continue on through the wall, sort of, where the rest of the airport is. While doing the changes with the plates, I also rethinked. Did you say that? Rethinked? Yeah, well, I'm saying it. I did a little rethinking on how I wanted the airport to be. So I added a little plate here. This was possible because I extended the table. So right where that little jet plane is standing, that's going to be my VIP spot, where the small planes come and unload their passengers. And where you see the terminal now, there's going to be a bigger terminal, but it's not going to take up more space than I have available on the felt. And I'll see exactly how I can do it, but I have some ideas. And I want to continue on the existing airport terminal and build it a little bit bigger. Sorry about all the noises in here now, but I think the ghost of the guy who lived here before is walking around at the moment. He'll calm down shortly. And under here is the beginnings of the cargo terminal. I built the cargo terminal set. I don't remember the number on it right now, but if I see one of the vehicles we can check. It's 60169. And on that terminal, in that set, I got the terminal building, guardhouse. So I'm going to use that as the guardhouse for my cargo terminal. And I'll find some way, maybe I'll just take off that plate where the helicopter is standing. Sorry about that helicopter, I should have removed it, but I didn't see it. Maybe I'll just take that away and put a gray plate there or something. And then I'll have the... Oh, why is the camera tilted so much? There. And then we'll have the terminal itself in all this area here that you see. You know, all of this area will be the terminal somehow, with different things going on. I mean, over here we have the large crane shuffling the containers off the train wagons, and I'll see if I can put it somewhere so that we can put the containers onto trucks. Maybe I can put it over here, or perhaps on the track in front here. We'll see. I'll figure out something. I think it looked quite nice there as well, but on right where it stands now, it can only serve transporting and moving the containers from train to train, and I need it to be able to serve it and a slightly other purpose, because I need to have the possibility of having trucks. I can actually, if I move this harvester here, then I can just move it so it's covering that one side track where the wagons with the cows are, and then I can have the truck stop beside it and lift on and off. And of course over here we have I need to have the ability to move from... Why is this camera so very... There. I need to have the ability to move from ship to train and ship to truck. So I need to build some kind of mechanism to take care of the loading and unloading of the ships. I'm thinking a bit of something like this green here. But instead of moving things sideways, it needs to move things forward and back. I'll figure out something. I have a feeling that this entire loading and unloading area will be a giant mock. So that's a challenge for me, as I'm not building that many mocks really, but I do love doing it. The new cargo terminal set that I told you about, it also has a truck with 4 containers. It's actually standing right there, and those containers are exactly the same size as the ones on the cargo ship you have there. And also they can be used on the, let's see if you can find it, yep, on the back wagon there. Sorry about the sounds. On the back wagon there we have 2 containers that's also the same size, so I can carry on containers on the rails. I also have a few other wagons that I can use for that purpose. But back to this area, I'm not decided exactly what to do. I would love to have some loading unloading area along the side of the back wall there, and also in the front. But the good thing is I can move it out as long as I want, because there's nothing more that's going to be under here. It's just going to be ships coming and going. So as long as I add road plates or base plates that has the right color, then it doesn't matter if I go a little bit out on the blue felt. But I'll see what I do and how I can get it done. But I'm starting to think about it at least, and I think I have a few ideas that I would like to try out. And bear with me. I actually did what I said I would like to do for this update. Let's see if we can get the camera down. Nope. Okay, then I'm sorry, I just have to do some shaking while I take the camera off the pod and into my hands. It's gonna shake a lot. There we go. Here we go. I'm gonna show you here. I actually did move that shipwreck over to the moon plates, and I added some underwater plants and stuff. I think it's looking quite nice. I'm not that good at building underwater plants yet, so you have to bear with me on that, but you get the idea. And I plan to put a light strip under here so that you can see it a bit better, and maybe find some bluish lights to make it look more like underwater. Also, I'm gonna add some blue felt on the bottom here, or gray felt rather, maybe, just to make it to take away the black, and I can add blue felt on the sides and gray on the bottom there. I'll try to do that sometime soon. And I think that was, sorry for the hands there in front of the lens. I think that was it for this update. Just end up with a sweep on the city. Yeah, well, actually, when we get to this area, I can tell you a little bit about the plans here, because this is the hospital, and I said I wanted to keep the area between the hospital and the Coast Guard building open to have helicopters take off and land. I think I may have changed my mind on that, and what I will do actually is move our things around a little bit, and if I can get it to fit, then I can have the Coast Guard station built into the hospital, and I can have a bigger hospital. I found another hospital set that I had from a few years back, so I'm gonna incorporate that into this hospital. Also, I have some white plates like the ones that we have right here that I can use to expand the hospital. So another hospital will come shortly, or maybe not shortly, but it will come, and it will have a helipad on the roof for some sized helicopters. Of course, I can't land the Sea King on there, so some helicopters still might have to land on the road like that the rescue helicopter has done right now. I think that it will also be a little bit too big to land on the roof, but I'll see what I can think up with the helipad when the building is done. So stay safe, keep building, and I'll see you soon.